If you've been playing Valorant ranked for a while, chances are you've been wanting to get coaching for a while because you're maybe hard stuck and you don't have the time to go through all your VODs and figure out what it is that you're doing wrong and how to improve. But the reason I've made this video, and from what you've discerned from the title, is there are some bad coaches and there are some good coaches. I spoke about this on stream a little bit and I'll show you some clips from there, but I just wanted to really quickly talk about it here before I show you on stream. The difference between a good coach and a bad coach, for anything really, and it's not just Valorant related, any teacher, anyone who has any knowledge that they impart, the difference between someone who is good and who is bad, as something like that, is a good coach will identify what you need to work on at the current period of time and give you the tools to fix that and move on from your current level onto the next level. Whereas a bad coach will give you the knowledge that is correct, but it's not knowledge that you can apply at your level at all. As a coach, when you see someone who is a bronze level player, when you're teaching them how to play the game, when you're imparting them knowledge, you don't want to be teaching them concepts such as on and off angles. That won't make a difference to anyone in bronze. A lot of these mechanics that you teach to a bronze level player will get lost on them and they'll be focusing on the wrong things to improve. A bronze player to improve, if you ever watch a bronze VOD, you'll notice that their crosshair placement is always below head level, but sometimes even below body level. So they're not really shooting for heads, they're shooting for the wrong heads, if you get what I'm saying. So a maths teacher won't look at someone who doesn't know how to do 2+2 and then teach them algebra. They'll first teach them addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, right? And say, this is how you do this. Now go away, practice that, learn that. When you're comfortable with this, come to me and I'll teach you the rest up until step-by-step stages until you get to the algebra, right? The problem with a lot of coaches is that they reach a level of like immortal or radiant and they'll look at a student who's in, I say student lightly, they'll look at a player who's bronze, silver, and they'll start teaching them stuff like minimap refragging. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So here we've got this guy. Now, ever since he reacted to my video, I wanted to sort of give him a try and see what kind of a coach he is. Sometimes the advice that you give someone can actually do more harm than good. All of you can coach yourselves, by the way. Every single person can coach themselves, but sometimes you just don't have the time to identify what it is that you're missing and how you can build upon that, right? So you get a coach to do that for you because they've done it so many times, they're able to do that, they've got that skill. But I can take a VOD and I can pick apart everything that's wrong with it, and that would be the bad thing to do. Because then you're then stuck with something called analysis paralysis. You guys have heard this, right? Where you're too focused on so many different things that I gotta learn that you forget to work on the basics that you need to build up before you get to that point. Look at the student rank here. The student rank here is bronze. First of all, watching a TENS VOD can make you worse at Valorant is complete bullshit. Whatever TENS does, even if he's memeing, is 100 times better than what you'll do in bronze. The reason why you shouldn't be teaching what he's about to teach right now to a bronze rank student or someone in silver is because it doesn't matter how much theory you teach someone at that level, because they can't aim, they can't move properly between shots. That theory will just clog their brains because they're too focused on the theory, they can't get the practical out. The first chapter is on angles and plant positioning mistakes. This shit does not make any sense to teach to someone who is in bronze. It makes not a single difference if you're on an on angle or an off angle, because in bronze, no one is good enough to shoot you in the head if you're holding the wrong angle, so they can't punish the mistake of you holding an on angle or an off angle.
This is an on angle. Common crosshair placement. This is the first place you're going to be looking when you come out after you've cleared CT. So the CT.
That's true of a Radiant player, that's not true of a Bronze player. Dude, a Bronze player will come out, will walk that way. Even if he checks this angle, a Bronze player will spray or run and gun at that distance with a Vandal, fully missing you completely. You guys know Bronze players, right? So the advice he's given to this bronze student is that you shouldn't be holding this angle because it's bad for you, because you might play against a Radiant player. The only thing you need to be learning at iron, bronze, silver, gold, and this is maybe gold not so much, but are aiming, hit the aim labs, genuinely hit aim labs, or even go into like practice and start learning crosshair placement properly, go around the map while you're playing the game. While you're in the middle of a competitive game, the only thing you need to be thinking about is my crosshair at head level And is it, I mean, that's pretty much it. And am I shooting while I'm moving, or am I not? Am I practicing good gunfight hygiene, where am I shooting while moving, or am I shooting, or have I stopped, you know, and taken the shot before I've stopped moving? Wohoojin literally just said to aim to gold and then focus on strategy. Even, I mean, and he's right. The reason why he's right is, as Zoya said here, because of all the Smurfs. Why do Smurfs dominate so much in low elo? Why is it that a Smurf can, like a diamond Smurf or an ascendant Smurf or an immortal Smurf even, like all of the, like, why are they able to go into a bronze account or a silver account or an iron account or even a gold account? Why are they able to just run around and just tap people in the head? The answer is literally just because they have superior aim. Bro, why are you pulling out?
If you plant in the harbor smoke at a cove right here, he decides to run through here, plant default just because. This happens at all ranks, even Radiant. Crazy.
It doesn't matter if it happens at all ranks, bro. You're teaching a bronze player where to smoke or where to plant. Nobody gives a shit, bro. If I'm in bronze and I know how to aim these people, I would not give two shits of where the bomb is planted at bronze. I will run around, look for them, shoot them, then go defuse. And that's literally how you're supposed to learn to play as a bronze player, because at that game, at that level, Valorant is not a strategic game at all. Valorant is literally just who can shoot the other person in the head. I mean, it's like that in most ranks, but specifically in those elos, to climb out of those elos, that's the only thing you need to do. He's saying a lot of correct things. Theoretically, as a maths teacher, I'm not going to teach someone who's never done maths before. I'm not going to teach them how to do trigonometry. If I teach him how to do trigonometry, I'd effectively be teaching them something that's correct, but they're not going to understand it, right? They're not going to understand how to apply it because they don't have the basics first. It's the same with this rank. So this advice is actually doing more harm than good to this bronze student. This bronze player will not climb because he's too busy. Instead of actually learning or thinking about where the enemy heads are and just shooting them, he's too busy thinking about where am I going to plant? Am I going to plant in safe? Do we have sight? Do I plant in safe? Harbor, can you smoke for me? Harbor, can you? No, they're not going to give a shit. I mean, they'll do that and they'll see an enemy like 5 minutes later and think, oh shit, I'm gonna react to them after I've been thinking about all of that and just get shot down, mowed down, body shots, right? Minimap refragging.
Minimap, you can see he's constantly.
I'm sorry, but someone in bronze should not be looking at the minimap. When you're in bronze, the minimap does not exist at all. I'm diamond and I still catch myself looking at the minimap when I shouldn't be. The concept of minimap refragging or minimap fragging should not exist for bronze players, because they don't know how to frag to be able to minimap refrag, right? They gotta learn to frag first. So this is the problem when you advertise yourself as a coach. Yes, he knows the right things. Yes, he's teaching the correct things, but they don't apply to this rank, and it does more harm than good. I'm not saying it's a bad coach, and I just want to harp and reiterate, the knowledge he imparts is good knowledge, but it's knowledge that will be lost on the player and ultimately cause more detriment than good, because the player will be focused more on and off angles, whether or not I'm holding an on or off angle, or the player will be focused more on where I'm planting the bomb, or the player will be focused more on do we have sight control. All of that doesn't matter for a player who is at bronze, because a bronze level player needs to learn how to aim and hit the head. That's literally it. Most of the time to climb out of bronze, all you need to do is aim and hit the head. You wouldn't teach someone who's still beginning to learn to play the violin how to do vibrato. Trust me, I've been there. I thought I could learn to do vibrato when I first started playing the violin. It is very difficult. You just gotta nail the basics. That's really all it is. And so a good coach will see that and will say, look, here you are as a bronze player. You're coming to me as a bronze player and you want to learn to improve. Here's what you do. Let's take a look at your VOD and show them examples of how their aim is bad and how in their engagements, if they're not winning their 50-50s because their aim is bad, here, this is your aim is bad. Look, this is what you need to do. And by the way, a lot of this information is available on the internet for free. You can see all of this online for free, and I hope he understands why I made this video and why I just used him as an example. There are plenty of other coaches as an example, but this just popped up in my feed and I just wanted to talk about it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video or if you learned something, please leave a like. Comment what you'd like to see more from my kind of style of video. If you enjoyed this video, or other styles, let me know. I am working on other videos. For now, I've got a few others, so they're not going to be just fully Valorant focused. I did a try not to laugh challenge with my stream, It was quite fun. If you want to be a part of that, the link is in the description for Twitch and Discord, where I tell you where to go live and sort of when I do all these events. We had a community Among Us night as well. Come and join us. It's a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun, and that might be a video too. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I've rambled on too long. I'll cut it there. Have a good afternoon, morning, evening, whatever it is, and I'll see you in the next one.